You won't believe what you found in this cat's stomach. Unexpected things have been found today. Thanks to the great love of people for animals, non-profit organizations have been created to take care and protect these helpless creatures, who often cannot do it on their own. The help they provide to these animals is invaluable, sometimes even saving their lives and giving them the opportunity to find a suitable family. Lucia is a young dentist who works in one of these organizations in her spare time. She often found stray cats and dogs on the street and took them to the nearest shelter to protect them from the dangers of the street, and in the hope that they could find a family that would shelter them and give them a lot of love. But what she found that day while walking will change her life forever. Our story takes place in the crowded city of Caracas, Venezuela. Like any other day, Lucia went to work early in the morning at the dental clinic, which was located 4 blocks from her house. Working there did not bring her much pleasure. In fact, she never wanted to get this specialty. Her real dream is to become a veterinarian to help animals. She partially fulfilled this dream by volunteering at the Hope for Animals Foundation, a non-profit animal care and protection organization. She usually devoted her evenings to helping the foundation in any way. She was very attached to this place and the animals. Sometimes she even felt sad when the family decided to adopt one of the foundation's animals. But this sadness passed quickly when she remembered that now this pet would be in the care of a family that would feed, care for and love it. Therefore, inspired by the opportunity to go and do her job after the clinic, she quickly had a breakfast of coffee and arepa and left the house. Although 4 blocks was a short distance to take public transport, Lucia preferred to walk. In any case, the weather was cool, and exercise, in her opinion, never hurts to be fit and healthy. But that day, while she was walking to work, she came across something that immediately caught her attention, because she had never seen anything like it before. It was a cat with white, black and orange fur. But it wasn't about the color. It was not an easy cat, which we all saw. She had a really huge, abnormally large belly that immediately caught the eye. At first, the Venezuelan woman thought that it could be a very fat cat or, possibly, a pregnant one. But how many kittens could there be inside? 15 to 20, no, it was impossible. She quickly discarded this idea and decided to approach the cat, who was walking with a severe limp. Obviously, her stomach was bothering her a lot. At first, when Lucia tried to grab her, the cat was wary, even a little aggressive. The poor girl probably had bad experiences with unkind people in the past. But Lucia didn't give up. She had experience in this, and she had encountered similar cases before. She patiently showed the cat that she didn't want to hurt her. After a moment, the cat became more trusting and allowed Lucia to pet her. Behind all this, the woman realized that she was late for work. But as she stroked the cat, which was now sitting on her lap, she thought that she would not be able to leave it in this state. The problem seemed to be very serious, and she had to do something. She had to take her to the foundation's office, where she worked as a volunteer, so that they could diagnose the cat and cure her, as they had done before with many other animals. Without hesitating any longer, Lucia called work and said that she had unforeseen circumstances and would not be able to come at this time. Most likely, the patients who were waiting for her would be upset, but she thought what this cat's life meant to her. More than time. So she carefully picked up the cat, called a taxi and drove to the only place where she knew they could help. They got there quickly. Everyone present was surprised. They claimed they had never seen anything like it before. Lucia acted quickly, ignoring other people's comments. At that moment, nothing else mattered. She took the cat to the vet, who was available this morning. Dr. Vasky has worked as a veterinarian for 30 years. He was a real expert in this field, faced with a variety of cases in animals that were brought to him. But this, of course, was unusual, not to say impossible. He did not believe that a cat could be alive in such a state. But the cat clung to life as if she knew that one day an angel would come to help her and relieve her of pain. And she was not mistaken, that angel was Lucia. The doctor immediately performed tests to find a possible cause of the disease. The results shocked everyone. A large amount of acidic fluid has accumulated in the cat's abdominal cavity. The doctor said it was impossible to know how long the cat had been in this condition, but during that time she had been in severe pain. Although SCIT is not a common problem in veterinary practice, there are many causes of its occurrence, from liver diseases to kidney failure. It was a strange disease, but even more strange was the huge amount of fluid in the cat's body, and that, despite this, she continued to fight for life. Indeed, it was a wonderful cat. The doctor told Lucia that they should remove at least 2 liters of fluid from the body. It will be a long process, but the cat will survive. She just needs to be patient a little bit, and if she has reached this point, she will be able to fight a little more. With tears in her eyes, Lucia promised the cat that she would not leave her and would visit her every day until she recovered. The cat could barely move, but her eyes reflected gratitude to Lucia. Weeks have passed, and the Venezuelan woman has kept her promises. Every day after work, she visited Sira, so she named the cat because of her great affection for her. Sira was lying on a small bed and could hardly move. She still felt pain, but that didn't stop her from brightening up every time she saw Lucia enter. Her loud meowing expressed joy. She got used to her presence and waited for her savior every day. Lucy was involved in the entire cat treatment process. She watched as the size of her stomach gradually decreased, and the removal of fluid was successful. At the same time, she was saddened by the thought of what might have happened if she hadn't walked down that alley that day on her way to work or decided to take public transport. She wondered how many animals could be in this state without a chance to meet someone who would help them. But she decided not to think about it and focus on what she can control and what is in her power. By that time, she had become so attached to the cat that she decided to take it to herself. After recovery, she already had 5 cats, but 1 and more, what a harm. She was sure that Sira would fit in well with the family. Gradually, the cat's condition improved. A month later, thanks to Lucia's care and the efforts of the foundation, she was in very good condition. Now she was a playful, affectionate cat, ready to enjoy a new life without pain and with her new mistress, whom she loves endlessly and expresses this with affectionate purring. That was the story today. Now answer a few questions. Do you know of any nearby organization that helps animals? Have you come across similar cases and what did you do? Do you think Lucia did the right thing by canceling patient appointments to save the animal's life? Leave your opinion in the comments. Also, don't forget to like it so that we know that you like our content and continue to create such videos. See you.